Snowflakes fell gently on the blacktop outside the grocery store, landing on a young girl's bright pink jacket. 8-year-old Emma clutched her backpack, her small hands trembling as she stared up at the man being handcuffed. Her father, Michael, a single dad and hardworking mechanic, stood with his head bowed, a mix of fear, shame, and quiet strength in his eyes. A female police officer carefully adjusted the handcuffs on his wrists, her gloved hands steady, professional, but her gaze lingered on the intricate tattoo curling around his forearm. The black ink showed a bold target symbol with the number 17 beneath it. It was a mark that carried weight, history, and an unspoken story that no one outside their small circle could understand. Before we dive deeper into this story, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of human redemption, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, Grandma Dearie. Your support helps us tell stories that matter. Michael had spent the last decade rebuilding his life one wrench turn at a time. After losing his wife in a sudden accident, he became the sole anchor for Emma, the little girl who looked at him with unwavering trust and love. The mechanic's life was far from easy. Long hours at the garage, greasy hands, and paycheck living left him exhausted. But he never let Emma see his struggles, always forcing a smile, always reminding her that life could be kind if you refused to give up. The day started like any other, with Emma rushing to get ready for school and Michael grabbing his worn blue jumpsuit from the corner of their tiny apartment. But by the afternoon, a misunderstanding had escalated into the worst moment of his life. A minor incident at the grocery store, something trivial and easily explained, had drawn the attention of the authorities. Michael, exhausted and unaware of how quickly things spiraled, had found himself handcuffed in front of his daughter. The crowd had stopped to watch, some curious, some judgmental, and Michael's heart sank. Emma's small hand reached for his, but the officer gently moved him back, giving space while ensuring safety. The tattoo on Michael's arm, a relic from his youth when mistakes defined him, caught the officer's eye. It wasn't a mark of violence. It was a reminder of a past he had fought tirelessly to overcome. The target and the number 17 symbolized the day he had promised himself to change, the day he realized he couldn't let the past dictate his daughter's future. Seeing it now, the officer hesitated, sensing the story behind the ink, feeling a quiet humanity in the man she was arresting. Emma didn't understand the complexities of life yet, but she understood her father's heart. She didn't cry, though her eyes welled up, because she believed in him. She had always believed in him, and Michael, despite the shame, found strength in her unwavering gaze. Every parent fears seeing their child witness their lowest moment, and yet here he was, silently promising Emma that this too would pass. As the officer led him toward the patrol car, Michael's mind raced. He thought about all the mornings he had kissed Emma goodbye at school, all the nights he had stayed up fixing broken toys, cooking simple meals, and telling stories that made her laugh. The thought of failing her now almost broke him. But then he noticed the officer's subtle nod, a quiet acknowledgement that maybe, just maybe, she understood that Michael was more than the mistakes of his past. Inside the car, Michael sat silently, hands cuffed, snow settling on his shoulders. He remembered the time when he first got that tattoo. He had been lost, reckless, and angry, but the moment he etched it into his skin, he had made a silent vow to never let life's hardships consume him entirely, to be the father Emma deserved, no matter how hard the world pushed back. That tattoo wasn't just ink, it was a declaration of hope. Outside, Emma stood tall, clutching her backpack, refusing to look away. The officer turned to her once, offering a small smile, a silent promise that she would see her father again soon. Michael, in that fleeting glance, saw the embodiment of why he had fought so hard, why every long shift, every sleepless night, every sacrifice mattered. He wasn't defined by the handcuffs. He was defined by the love that kept him moving forward. By the time the misunderstanding was cleared, the officer removed the cuffs, apologizing for the confusion. The crowd that had gathered dispersed quietly, but the lesson lingered in everyone's minds. First impressions can be deceiving, and every person carries battles unseen. Michael hugged Emma, pulling her into a warm embrace that spoke louder than any words could. He looked at his arm, at the tattoo that had once scared him, and smiled, realizing that it now represented survival, love, and resilience. Michael's story didn't end with that snowy afternoon. It became a symbol in their community of second chances, of the invisible struggles that people carry, and of the quiet courage it takes to keep going for the ones you love. Emma, inspired by her father's unwavering strength, would later tell her friends about the day she saw her father handcuffed, and how he showed her what real bravery looks like. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like, comment, and share it with someone who needs to be reminded that redemption is possible and love can overcome even the darkest moments. Don't forget to comment below and tell us how you felt watching Michael's journey. Your thoughts inspire others and keep hope alive. Because in the end, life isn't about the mistakes we make, but the love we carry, the promises we keep, and the courage to rise again when the world seems to weigh us down. Michael's tattoo wasn't just a mark of the past. It was a beacon for the future, a story of a single dad who never gave up, no matter what. And Emma, standing in the snow, saw that heroism up close, learning that true strength isn't about being perfect. It's about never losing faith in the people you love.